Our Week 10 NBA Power Rankings to start off 2025. I'll start this time since you started last week. So, at number 10, I got the Miami Heat. At number 9, I got the Los Angeles Clippers. At number 8, I got the Los Angeles Lakers. At number 7, I got I got the Denver Nuggets. At number 6, I got the Houston Rockets. At number 5, I got the Memphis Grizzlies. At number 4, I got the Boston Celtics. At number 3, I got the New York Knicks. At number 2, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. And at number 1, I got the OKC Thunder.
For mine, number 10, I got the Atlanta Hawks. Number 9, I got the Orlando Magic. Number 8, I got the Clippers. Number 7, I got the Nuggets. 6, the Rockets. 5, Grizzlies. 4, Celtics. 3, Knicks. 2, OKC. And then 1, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The Thunder won 12 games in a row, and you got them at number 2. How dare you?
Yeah, I got them at number 2. They
How
what
dare
you call
you?
this last week, and this last we're going based off this last week, and then this
Yeah.
last week, what my thing at? And this last week, the Thunder, they've beaten the Pacers, the Hornets, the Grizzlies, and the T-Wolves. Those are good wins. And then the Cavs, they've beaten the Nuggets, Warriors, and Lakers. I like their strength of schedule better than the Thunder. Because the Pacers and Hornets, and then you face the Grizzlies. I don't think Ja played.
He didn't play that game.
Huh?
He didn't play that game.
Yeah, so it's like those three. I mean, like, granted, they're 12-0. That's great. They're still one of the top teams in the West, but I had to put the Cavs ahead of
They're
them
the
this
top
week.
team in the league. Not the
I had to
West.
put the
They're the top
Cavs.
team.
I gotta put the Cavs ahead of them.
I think the Thunder are going to repeat what they did last year. I think they're going to probably win 50 something, high 50 games. They could potentially win 60 games. I'm not going to lie. Because I'm looking at them and I'm just looking at Shea. Shea has really been carrying them. Like, even when Chet got hurt, Shea has taken his game to another level. I like what Jalen Williams has done. Jalen Williams, I think he's been kind of inconsistent offensively wise. I think we thought, well, at least I thought he would have a better jump offensively, especially with Chet out. He has good games here and there, great games, but I think I kind of expected him to jump his scoring at least to maybe 25-ish consistently. He hasn't really done that. I think he's been a better passer. I definitely think his passing has gotten way better. But I think just overall, Shea has just kept them. And technically they did lose a game in the NCAA tournament against the Bucks, but that game don't count. So technically they have won, 12, 13 games or something? No, forget it. Forget I even said that. They lost a game. It don't count. They lost the game. It don't count. 12 out of their last 13 games, they have won. 12 out of their last 13 games, they have won. So, but they still, technically, they have won 12 games, and the Thunder have been really good. So, and until they lose, they can stay at one.
It's their defense. It's really their defense, because when Jalen Williams isn't hitting, like you said, he's been consistent offensively. He's been doing everything else well, from rebounding, playing defense, assisting. So he's been doing everything else, but his scoring's been inconsistent. But their defense is a big part of the reason why they own this big win streak. And then Hardenstein, we can't. I don't think if Hardenstein was still injured, I don't think they would be on this crazy win streak right there. I'm not saying they still wouldn't be one of the top teams in the West, but Hardenstein has played a big part in this win streak. He's a walking double-double.
I mean, I liked it. I mean, I said it in the summertime when I was by myself. I said I like Hardenstein to the Thunder. I think they needed another big body to either start with Chet or just another big body in general. And what he has done is exactly what I think a lot of people thought. Defense, rebounding, scoring, and he's an underrated passer. He brings everything you need in a big, and you're not asking him to be a Jokic. You ain't asking that. What they say, Isaiah Hartenstein is the dirty work guy. He gonna do everything you need, and that's exactly what he has done. Great addition. If there was an award for best pickup of the year, that'd be first. In my opinion, that would be number one.
Where did you have I'm surprised you got the Heat on there. You showed the Heat some love. I mean,
Yeah,
I
show
still
the
got
Heat
the
some love.
Magic. I still got the Magic on mine only because of record. I mean, I know they're gonna drop and probably won't even be in the power rankings next week, but
Well, I
since they still
mean,
had a good record, I'll put them in there.
well, technically, the Magic could have made it. Yeah, the record is what it is, but from that week on, they have either won their games, they've won their games, or they have lost, but they have barely won their games. Like barely squeaking by to win these games. It's taking a Cole Anthony
Game winner.
masterclass.
Yeah.
Yes, because he hit that game. He had a magical game against the Heat. He hit that game winner against the Nets. So
Nets.
teams,
Yeah.
you're barely squeaking by. I give you the Celtics win. I give y'all that. But that game was, that was a good win for them. But then you get blown out by the Knicks. You lose to the Heat by one. I think Tyler Hero hit a game winner. Then
Yeah, he did.
yesterday you lost to the Magic. I mean, you lost to the Pistons. So it's like from that week, you having y'all barely squeaking by, and I think the Heat just have more in that span, better wins. And then you beat the Rockets. The Heat beat the Rockets, even though Jimmy ain't played, but they've been playing better, but they're still mid.
Yeah, Paolo's supposed to be coming back too. He took light contact. I said it was like a week or two ago that he's supposed to be coming back soon. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks they put more on his workload.
So I'm guessing from you talking about he just took it, or they're saying he's going to take it?
No, he's done light work. He's done light work. So probably about like another week. Probably about like another week or two. Yeah, probably about another 2 weeks.
I'm gonna say in January, sometime in February.
Yeah,
I gave my Lakers some love, man. I gave the Lakers some love, man. They had some good W's in there. I think in that span they did beat the Kings. They beat the Kings in that span. I have to go back and look at the schedule. But I think the Lakers have been playing better. Austin Reeves, man. Austin Reeves has been playing really freaking good. He looked like a triple-double machine out there. Low key. So
yeah, he's been looking real good. He stepped up.
Yeah, you beat the Kings. Well, technically, they only played 2 games. Technically, in that span, you lost to the Cavs, and it's the Cavs. So it's like, how much am I putting into you losing to the Cavs? They're the best team in the Eastern Conference, best or second best team in the league. So I can only put so much stock in that. But the game was close, and Austin Reeves, well, they lost by 12, so either here or there. But I just feel like Austin Reeves has just played really, really good. Anthony Davis has played good. LeBron James has been rejuvenated after taking that week off. So I like what the Lakers did. They traded for Dorian Finney-Smith. We'll get more into that later, but I think the Lakers, they deserve some love too. Well, both LA teams, I think they both deserve some love. I took the Mavericks out. I did take the Mavericks out. They're on like a 3-game losing streak. Luka's out for a month. I kind of figured he was gonna be out for a month. I did say like 3 weeks, maybe 4 at the most, but I thought 3 weeks because it's a hamstring, right? Hamstring? Or is it calf?
No, calf. I think it's calf.
Okay, yeah. I ain't messing with no calf. So Luka's gonna be out for a minute. He's not gonna get no awards this year. He ain't gonna get on nothing. So the Mavericks just hasn't been playing some good ball recently. They've been losing because Kyrie, I think he missed a couple of games, but count on what? TJ Washington, good player. I can't count on you and older Klay Thompson to kind of save the day all the time.
And Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, Spencer Dinwiddie. Like, I can't count on you guys to save me every time. So I took them out. I took them out the rankings, and they're probably going to drop. I thought they would play better because Luka wasn't there, but they haven't. So I took them out.
Yeah. I took them out as well. Yeah, since Luka's been hurt, they're gonna lose a lot of games. Like in those pick'ems that we did, some of them games I chose the opposing team over the Mavericks, even though
I
Luka
think
and
he picked the
Kyrie and my boys.
Blazers. I think he picked the Blazers that one game
And they
against the
won.
Mavericks. Yeah, they did
Yeah,
win.
they
Blazers
won.
did.
Luka plays a big part in that team's success, and so as long as he's not there, it's gonna be a bumpy road.
You have the Hawks in there.
Yeah, yeah. The Hawks, man, they've been playing. The Hawks have been playing really good, bro. We've been talking about the Hawks since the season started. How we thought they was gonna be buns, but they proven
I
us
thought they would be
otherwise.
mid. I thought they would
I
be
thought they was
mid
gonna
as
be
per usual.
buns.
I thought they
I
would
thought
be
they was gonna be
mid
buns.
as usual. They're like the most mid team in the NBA. They're so
We
mid.
we didn't know how big of a jump Jalen Johnson was gonna take. We didn't know
Oh, I
about
did.
Dyson Daniels, the rookie. He was a
We didn't
rookie,
know
so
that.
we didn't really know. DeAndre Hunter, he was coming off a bad season last season. Now he looks amazing.
Oh man,
So
I
yeah, the
looked up
Hawks.
on. Now go ahead.
Quinn
Go ahead.
Snyder got
My bad.
Quinn Snyder got them boys playing. Whatever he did, he unlocked DeAndre Hunter. He unlocked Jalen Johnson, even though we all probably figured Jalen Johnson was going to take the next step anyways. Um, and surprisingly, Trey hasn't been Trey, but they've been playing good winning basketball.
You
So
know,
if
somebody said my bad, but somebody said that Trey is actually being more of a traditional point guard. He's not scoring like he used to. He's getting everybody else involved more this year. Because his
mm,
scoring and his shooting numbers have been down. So he's more of a traditional point guard. And when they said that, I said, it's not the craziest thing to think of when you look at him this year. Because Trey Young, I go back and I'm looking up his stats right now. I think that's
he's
his
number one in
lowest
assists.
points.
He's
Yeah,
number
I
one in
mean,
assists under that.
like he's averaged 19. That was his rookie year. Second year come out with 29, 25, 28, 26, 25. Now he averages 22. This is his lowest field goal percentage in his career at 39. And his lowest three-point percentage really since 2 years ago. And he's just being more of a traditional point guard than what he was in the past as more of a scoring type guard. Even though he can do both. Don't get me wrong, he can do both, but I think you can say Trey Young was more of like that scoring guard, more as is not more as a scoring guard than like right now as a traditional point guard.
I wouldn't say he's playing more traditional point guard. I mean, I think Trey's still playing the same way he always does. It's just that now, he doesn't have a DeJounte Murray who teams can, they don't have to double trade when they had him. But now that DeJounte is going, your only really scoring threat is Jalen Johnson. But I don't think Trey's been more of a traditional point guard. I think defense is just playing him different. He's just the same. He's been missing a lot of shots too. So I don't think Trey's been a traditional point guard. He's the same person. It's just defenses are doubling more now. That's all. But he's still aggressive.
No, I mean,
That
yeah,
man,
he's
that
he's
man,
always
that
gonna be
man
aggressive.
don't shy away from no 40-footers.
And he always gonna do that little floater too. But that hey, I feel like you got to when you a small guard. You gotta use
Yeah,
that
you
floater.
gotta have that. You
You
gotta have
gotta
that.
have that floater. The New York Knicks, they're on a 9-game winning streak, and I was like, they gotta stay in the top three. But if you had to choose, like, I mean, not you, but I'm just saying, if you had to choose between like the Cavs or the Knicks, it's like pick your poison. But those teams both have been playing good, and I feel like the Knicks have been playing the best ball of the season. They've been killing, man. And I feel like everybody's been consistent. Like everybody's been consistent. You had some Jalen Brunson kind of not good games here and
Duds.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
some
had some
Jalen.
duds from
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson, but I feel like the big four, they've all played good recently. Like they've all played good recently.
Yeah, and especially that it was I mean, what team did they just go against that they didn't have
The
Jalen
Jet,
Brunson that they won? The
the Jet,
Jazz.
yeah,
Yeah,
yesterday.
at first it was a little shaky. But they end up pulling it through. If we being honest, Cat has been the driving force. I just seen on Instagram was it either yesterday or the other day. Cat has been acting. They were saying Cat has been acting real different since he's been in New York, and that's because if you're in New York, you can't have a bad game. If you have a bad game, the whole world knows. If you're with the Timberwolves, you can get away with having a bad game here or taking off some possessions here. When you're in New York, it's all eyes on you. So I feel like Cat understood that. He shifted his mindset and he started playing like the cat we know he could play like. Because even my homie Real, he was like, man, cat weak, bro. I ain't going to draft him in fantasy ever again. Then he drafted him this year, and now he's the happiest man in the world.
I mean, he's playing. He probably, most likely, he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. You guys
Mm-hmm.
get rid of me. I feel like he probably understands why they got rid of him, or he probably honestly doesn't know why they got rid of him. But that doesn't mean anything. You trade me, you basically gave up on me. So let me show y'all what y'all missing. And look what he's doing. He's playing way better than Julius Randle. Way better. So Cat low key been their best player all year. He
Yeah,
has.
he has.
He's been their
He
best.
has.
He's been the best player for the Knicks all year. And if somebody say Jalen Brunson, not gonna argue it. But if you watch the New
Nah, it's
York
been
Knicks,
Cat, bro.
Cat has
It's been
been the
Cat.
best player.
Cat has low key been dominant this year. He got multiple 20 and 20 games. I think he got like 2 or 3 this season already.
I mean, he
Cat
just
been
had one
hooping.
last night.
And
Just
then
had one last night.
Mikal Bridges has stepped it up. He's been playing really good. That's another reason I think they're playing well too. Because you got OG and you got Josh Hart, but they're not really scorers. So without Mikal Bridges and giving you what he's been giving you every single night, I don't think the Knicks will be like this. But he has, and hopefully they can all stay healthy and keep this up the rest of the year.
Can the Knicks? What is their schedule? Oh, the next game tomorrow. They play the Thunder. 2 winning streaks
That's gonna be
on
a
the
good game.
line. 2
That's gonna
winning
be a good
streaks.
game.
And guess what's on NBA TV?
Like, see, that should be a nationally televised game because they can still switch them.
I don't think so.
They
No, wait,
can. They
that's
can still.
Friday. What's tomorrow? I think
Tomorrow's Friday, yeah.
I think if I'm correct, I think there are college bowl games tomorrow on ESPN. I could be wrong. There are college bowl games on ESPN at 6:30. So you're not gonna switch that over a college football bowl game. It's not gonna happen.
I don't really watch college football, so I didn't even know.
I know. So, but it's like you're not. ESPN is not switching that. They're gonna get way more ratings on that game than a OKC and a Knicks game. Like that's just how it is. But I do agree with you though. That should be like a nationally televised game. That should be, but it's not. That's just how the NBA is, and it's like you see the Thunder on the 12-game winning streak, you see the Knicks on a 9-game winning streak. Now people got to go to NBA TV and watch. It's like,
and NBA TV is not accessible to everybody.
It's not well. I mean, if you got cable, but I understand. I get what you're saying though. Like ESPN, that's a regular cable. TNT, that's a regular cable, but they don't show TNT on what's on Fridays anyway. So I understand. Where'd you have the Nuggets?
I had the Nuggets 10. I had them 7.
I had them 7 too.
Yeah, they surprisingly I know they lost a couple of games within the last week. They lost like 2 games, but surprisingly they came out on the week. They lost to the Suns and the Cavs.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, those were 2. I wish they would have got one of them wins because one of them was a playoff team, preferably the Cavs. But the Nuggets, they've been playing solid. Russ has been inserted in the lineup. Him and Jokic dropping 2 triple dubs together. So I mean, they still haven't figured it out yet. My thing is when they move Michael Porter, they got to get something back.
So you think they are moving them? Because you said win, like they are. They are.
I think they are. I think they are going to do it because they need to shake it up. If this team is the same as it is by the time playoffs come, they're a first round exit. You got to shake it up some way, some form. If they can get Zach LaVine, I think that will be good for them. Their offense will be more high pack, faster paced offense on top of that. So Yeah, the Nuggets. I had them at 7. They've been all right.
Man, until I see some more reports coming out, I think they ain't getting rid of him. Especially if they keep playing good. Like, I don't think they're gonna trade Michael Porter for if you want to say Zach LaVine a star, whatever. I don't think they're gonna trade him for that. I think they're gonna try and keep him and try to get more of a Dorian Finney-Smith player, like you said a month ago. Try to get a POA defender because I think they need that. They don't have one, not one whatsoever. So maybe maybe a small move, not like a big move in Zach LaVine. You got anything else for your power rankings?
Mm-mm.
All right, that is it for our Week 10 power rankings.